Hi, loves. Happy day to you. I wanted to come on and say hi and happy new moon time in Aries under the Aries sun time. This Sunday, the 12th, is coming, and you guys have heard me discuss new moon energy a few times, and I'd like to just revamp that whole situation. And the new moon is most importantly a time for reflection, rest, digesting what we are experiencing throughout the month. So the full moon is all when the energy is bubbling and our plans are manifesting and coming full fruition. Our projects are completed because we have all this energy. And the new moon time is the exact opposite of that. And I find it to very much mirror the energies of like the winter solstice when it's dark and we are going inward and we are planning and we are resting and we are nourishing what we want to see coming into the world. And that is what the new moon time is for. It's time for journaling. It's time for cleansing. It's time for examining where things are working and where they are not working, and how we can discard and compost what is not working, or adjust it so that it works better, or examine what's really working and then add energy to that. So that is in a nutshell what the new moon energies are all about, and they are about this time of reflection. So be thinking journaling and cleansing baths, salt soaking your feet, clearing your altar space, your prayer space, and really tuning into the calm, quiet energy so that you are able to rest and reflect, and really looking at the shadow sides. Like what are you ignoring because you're like, no, this is working and it's fine and I don't need to adjust it. But really, we do really need to adjust things all the time, because we are diverse creative beings and we want to bring our projects into the world, share our creations. And sometimes we need to adjust how we do that, what we're communicating, how we're communicating, learning, all the things. Um, I've just recently joined a class that I'm really stoked for, because the woman is very witchy and she teaches people how to use the internet for marketing for their business that is soul centered. And I am just trying to do all these things and hoping that they resonate, and seeing what's not working and what is working and shifting all the time, because technology and I, as you guys have heard me say so many times, we are still getting into a relationship. Um, I really love nature and the plants and the dirt, and technology does not always go with that, but being able to use it, as the tool that it is what I am after. So I have joined this class and I invested in this class because I strongly believe in this teacher and I'm very excited for this course to begin. So that is going to be amazing. And that is something that I have known under my new moon quiet regeneration time. Like I know I struggle with this, and let's see what I can do, what I can learn from someone who's similar to me, different from me, someone I agree with majority of the time, but also wonder if I don't agree with everything. That's a healthy teacher-student relationship, right? And really diving into it. So I am stoked to begin this journey, and there are 100 other women in business on the journey too. So we're establishing relationship and it's beautiful, and we'll see what happens with that. Um, I also know a lot of you who've been following me on Instagram for a while. One of my friends was like, Heather, you never sell anything. And I've been striving to sell my herbs to you guys, sell my coming classes to you guys in a non yucky way, in a good way. And just coming from the fact that I make these medicines and they're awesome. I provide these services and it's also awesome. And soon we'll be teaching classes. So this is kind of like new moon stuff that I really dive into is what am I doing that's working? What is not working? What do I need to do to learn more and grow as a business owner, as an herbalist, as a medical intuitive, as a meditator, as a wife, as a farm wife, as a grower? Like, how can I always be shifting these things so that they are continuing to grow? They're continuing to be nourished, cultivated, planted, and thriving, right? I want all of these aspects of my life to be thriving. And the new moon times of rest and reflect and regenerate always help me. So that is a little bit about new moon energies that we're coming into on the 12th. I'm pre-recording this because the download has already come. But Aries, sign of Aries, our fiery newborn baby, Aries, who is he's the ram, ruled by Mercury, the war energy. And this is me. This is who I am, and I am going to make my mark on the world. My husband is an Aries, and oh my gosh, I love him. I love his energy all the time. He is such an Aries. He's always ready to go 1000%. I'm a very active person, but he makes me feel like, am I being lazy? Oh my gosh. Because it's just always going 1000% full energy, striving forward and only wanting to say this is who I am and unapologetically. But, when they get into that war mode, they don't always mean what they say. And they always feel bad when they do say or do something that is not nourishing. And I know that about him. So I don't really get too mad at him when I'm mad at him because I know he doesn't really mean it that way. It's just that Aries energy. And under a new moon, we just talked about polar opposite energies, right? New moon, rest, reflect, recharge, calm, concise, diving through what needs to be composted. And on the other side, we have this fire, this warlord, this ram, the bighorn sheep ram, like, oh, what am I won't let anything stop me. I will continue to push forward. So those seem to be two very opposing energies, but I find that Aries holds the soul, holds that fiery passion, and really allowing us to dive into that soul and know our soul path, know without question exactly what we are here to do and doing it, not just realizing it, but actually doing it. So Aries holds that energy very beautifully. And under the new moon, this time of the month when it's time to reflect, time to recharge, time to nurture what is working for our soul path, right? I'm looking at my notes. How are we making our mark on this earth? And under this calming, quiet new moon time, and the Aries really telling us to go with what we are meant to be putting in the collective, how we're meant to be nourishing the collective, how we are meant to be nourishing our communities, our lives, our families' lives, the earth, the land, all the things. And Aries is like so perfect because under this energy of this powerful sign, we can say yes to dissecting things that need to be dissected and separating what is working and what is not. How can I nourish my soul path? What is my soul path? Aries demands that we know this. Aries demands and encourages us to say yes to the work that it takes to do what we need to do. I tend to take a long time to make complete decisions and actions, but my husband has thoroughly encouraged me just by his energy to know, I this is what I am doing. This is what I need to do to get this done, and I'm going to do it right now. He has really helped me in my relationship with my business, with my farm, with the gardens, all the things, to say, nope, this is what I need to do today, and I am just going to do it. I'm not going to dance around it forever and trying to make it perfect. Like, it will become perfect as we continue to do it. So that is something that I find to be so inspiring about Aries and so beautiful about Aries is encouraging that owning of our soul path and saying yes to all the work that has to be done because it's all a part of it, right? Sometimes I put in like 18-hour days. I work for myself, but we work 7 days a week here on the farm. And I take Sundays off of doing like marketing and computer work and all of this, but we still have chores, we still have watering, we still have all the things. And sometimes medicines need to be pressed, and sometimes, bottles need to be put on the shelf or whatever. So it's a constant work, but it's nourishing. And that's another thing that came through from my guides about this new moon is when you have a passion, right? Not all passions are your soul path. Passions can lead to your soul path. Passions can be a part of your soul path. But it's not just the passion that is the only thing about the path, right? I hope that is making sense. Soul work, when we are able to do our soul work, we know we are doing it because the work that it takes to make this project happen, to make all of the things come to full fruition, it's not exhausting you. It comes together seamlessly. You say you need this, the universe says, here you go. It is all flowing beautifully, fluidly, and easily. It's not that there is no work. I don't want you to get this confused that it being easy means you're just sitting around on the couch, like doing nothing, scrolling on Instagram or watching Netflix and binging on whatever food you want. That is not what I mean by easy. When I say easy, I mean while you are working, while you are putting energy in to your soul path, you are feeling a flow. You don't even look at the clock. You have no idea how much time has passed, and all of a sudden it's lunchtime, and then all of a sudden it's dinner, and then all of a sudden you're doing your evening routine, right? So that's what I mean with the easy aspect. Your soul work just comes because the universe understands this, the creator, source, divine energies, great spirit understands that you're saying yes to the contract that you agreed to before you entered this life. We are all here right now because we said yes to being here right now. We said yes to helping the shift of the collective to help society become a nourishing thing. We all said yes to being on this planet right now. And when we are working our soul path in accordance to that essence, that energy, the universe is providing for us. And we know the universe is providing for us. We know that when we need something that has to do with our soul work, it's going to just come because we are in sync with our highest self, with our guides, with our ancestors, and with Great Spirit, the Creator. We don't have worry that something may or may not come because we know it's coming because we're working our soul path and everything falls into place seamlessly. And remember, not no work, not no work. I work a lot. But I am nourished by this work. Does not mean everyone should be a farmer at all, or a rancher, or have an apothecary and a small business in the regard that I do, because it is long hours, it's early mornings and late nights, and it's nonstop. And there's a lot of investment that goes into it. So there's a lot of trust that we have in the universe, that we know and the creator and all of the things, we're doing the work that we're here to do, and that is to nourish the land. And that is to nourish our community with food and amazingly potent medicines that we grow. So remembering that the soul work comes easily, not with no work, but it comes. And when they aren't working, that's the time of this new moon time to say, this I thought would work, but it's not, or it's not coming to the full fruition I was hoping for. So maybe something needs to be adjusted. Something needs to be more clear. Maybe I'm not communicating effectively enough. Maybe I'm not, in somewhere in my mind, I'm saying, oh, I'm worrying, oh my gosh, and I'm lowering my vibration to my work, right? How is our mind playing tricks on us? How do we need to adjust? So remembering all of these things. And our soul path, my guides were saying, it is all about how we are nourishing the earth, nourishing our communities and the collective. The soul work is not just like, it's not a selfish thing, it's a selfless thing. It's putting in energy to something that is going to bring abundance to the entire collective. It is not saying, I'm doing this because I'm going to hoard all my money and I'm going to take everything and I'm just going to extract. That's not soul work. That's more third dimension stuff, like materialistic stuff. When we're doing our soul work, it's easy, we're nourished by it, and we're nourishing the collective energy. So that is what I have to say about this Aries new moon. And I encourage you all to do some meditating on these things, do some journaling on these things. Like, meditation practice can be really deep and involved and intensive, but it can also be a beautiful journaling session that you have once a week, once a month, one, not once a month. That's, I'm sorry, that is not enough. Once a week, once a day, once a morning, 3 times a week, something like this. But monthly rituals that coincide with what we're experiencing in the collective, in the universe, and the night sky. Very powerful stuff. So Aries new moon energy for you all, my loves. I am sending you so much abundance. Definitely, if you want to support my work, I would appreciate that. You can find all my potent, amazing herbal extracts on my web store, and they are very financially available. Soon we'll have dried herbs too. I got the packaging this week, very exciting. And book an appointment if you'd like one-on-one sessions where we can work through all of this kind of stuff together, and get on my email list so you are the first to know about my upcoming classes. I am so excited to be here with you in this virtual space. Remember to like this video if you feel so inclined. Share it with your friends, please. We all need these nourishing energies that are coming through now and always. And I send you so much love and abundance and support of these energies finding you grounded into the earth. Green blessings, my loves.